Have you ever wondered if only extroverted individuals can effectively lead teams and organizations? There's this common myth that's been floating around for quite some time. It's the idea that leadership roles are exclusively reserved for those with extroverted personalities, the ones who are boisterous, outgoing, and charismatic. You know, the kind of people who can work a room like a stage, captivating everyone with their charm and wit. We've all seen it, haven't we? The image of the ideal leader being this larger-than-life character, always at the center of attention, always the life of the party. This persona has been so deeply ingrained in our minds that it has become virtually synonymous with the concept of leadership itself. And then there are the introverts, the quiet thinkers, the contemplative souls, the ones who often prefer solitude over socializing. In the grand theater of life, they're more content to be in the audience than on stage. They're often seen as too quiet, too reserved, not charismatic enough to take on leadership roles. The stereotypes associated with introverted individuals can sometimes be less than flattering, especially when it comes to leadership roles. There's this underlying belief, this subconscious bias, that introverts might not have what it takes to lead. They're seen as too shy, too withdrawn. They're often overlooked, their potential underestimated, simply because they don't fit into the traditional mold of what a leader is supposed to look like. But let's take a moment to really think about this. Is it fair to assume that someone's ability to lead is solely determined by their social disposition, that a person's leadership potential is directly proportional to their level of extroversion? It's easy to get caught up in stereotypes, to make assumptions based on surface-level observations. But leadership is a complex beast. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. It comes in all shapes and sizes and all kinds of personalities, including those of the introverted variety. But is this really the case? Can introverted individuals not lead effectively? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the power of introverted leaders and debunk this popular myth. Contrary to popular belief, introverted individuals have unique strengths that can make them incredibly effective leaders. Picture this: a room full of people, all voices clamoring to be heard. Amidst this symphony of sound, an introverted leader silently observes and listens. Their ability to listen effectively is one of their most powerful strengths. While extroverted leaders may excel in delivering speeches and rallying the troops, introverted leaders shine in one-on-one conversations and small group settings. They are the ones who truly hear what others are saying, fostering a sense of understanding and trust within their teams. Now, let's delve a little deeper. Introverted leaders are often detail-oriented, a trait that enables them to see the fine print that others might overlook. They are the ones who can spot the missing piece in a complex puzzle, the subtle shift in market trends, or the hidden potential in an underperforming team member. This attention to detail often leads to informed decisions and innovative solutions. But that's not all. Introverted leaders also have a knack for building deep, meaningful relationships. They may not be the life of the party, but they are the ones who remember your favorite book, ask about your weekend plans, and genuinely care about your well-being. These personal connections can foster a supportive work environment where everyone feels seen and valued. Lastly, one of the most underrated strengths of introverted leaders is their tendency to think before they speak. In today's fast-paced world where quick reactions are often praised, the thoughtful deliberation of an introverted leader can be a breath of fresh air. They consider all angles before making a decision, ensuring that when they finally speak, their words carry weight and purpose. So, while they may not always be the loudest voice in the room, introverted leaders have a unique skill set that can drive teams and organizations towards success. Instead of trying to fit into the mold of the stereotypical extroverted leader, introverted leaders can leverage these unique strengths to lead authentically and effectively. You might be surprised to learn that some of the world's most successful leaders are, in fact, introverts. Let's take a look at 3 such individuals who have harnessed their introverted traits to build successful companies and influence their industries. First up, we have Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft. He's often described as an introvert who prefers deep thinking over small talk. His introspective nature has been a crucial factor in his ability to innovate and solve complex problems. Gates has often spoken about the value of solitude in fostering creativity and strategic thinking. His introverted tendencies didn't stop him from building one of the most influential tech companies of our time. Next, we have Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history. Known for his quiet and reserved nature, Buffett has built an empire through careful analysis and thoughtful decision-making. He often spends hours in quiet contemplation, reading and researching, which is a testament to his introverted nature. His preference for reflection over interaction has been key in his ability to make wise investment decisions. Finally, there's Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla. Musk is known for his intense focus and drive, traits often associated with introverts. He's not one for small talk, preferring instead to delve into deep, meaningful conversations. His introverted nature allows him to concentrate on his work and vision, driving innovative solutions in the automotive and space industries. These leaders, each in their own way, have leveraged their introverted traits to their advantage. They've shown that being an introvert doesn't mean you can't lead or influence. On the contrary, it can provide a unique perspective and approach that can lead to extraordinary success. These stories serve as an inspiration for all the introverted leaders out there. They remind us that leadership comes in many forms, and it is not limited to those who are outgoing or extroverted. These leaders have shown that introversion is not a barrier to leadership, but can actually be a unique strength. So, how can introverted individuals leverage their unique strengths to lead effectively? Let's dive into it. Firstly, introverted leaders often excel in one-on-one interactions. These interactions allow for deep, meaningful conversations that can foster strong relationships. As an introverted leader, don't shy away from these opportunities. Instead, capitalize on them. Use these interactions to understand your team members, their strengths, and their aspirations. Then, we have the power of written communication. Introverts often find it easier to express their thoughts and ideas in writing. This can be a powerful tool in leadership. Use written communication to clearly articulate your vision, your goals, and your expectations. This can help ensure everyone is on the same page and can also serve as a reference point for your team. The next strategy is taking time for solitude. Introverts recharge their batteries in solitude. It's crucial to recognize this and allow yourself the time and space to recharge. This isn't a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it's a strength. By taking care of your mental energy, you'll be in a better position to lead your team effectively. Lastly, creating an inclusive team culture is a powerful strategy for introverted leaders. Introverts are often great listeners, which can foster an environment where everyone feels heard and valued. Encourage open communication and make sure every team member knows their ideas and opinions matter. This not only improves team morale, but also leads to a wealth of diverse ideas that can drive innovation. But remember, these strategies aren't one-size-fits-all. They're starting points. Personalize them to fit your unique style of leadership. After all, being an effective leader isn't about imitating others. It's about leveraging your unique strengths to influence and inspire your team. By using these strategies, introverted leaders can build influence and lead their teams authentically. So keep these strategies in mind and remember, introverted leadership isn't an oxymoron. It's a powerful and authentic way to lead. In conclusion, it's not about whether extroverted or introverted leaders are better. It's about recognizing the value of diverse leadership styles. Different situations call for different leadership styles. Picture a chessboard where each piece moves differently, yet all contribute to the end game. Similarly, in the world of leadership, there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. Diversity in leadership styles is what makes an organization truly dynamic. Think about it. Introverted leaders tend to excel in strategic planning and listening, while extroverted leaders shine in team motivation and public speaking. When you have a mix of both these styles, you create a balance. This balance is critical in decision-making, where the careful consideration of introverts and the quick decisiveness of extroverts can play off each other to form a well-rounded conclusion. Moreover, having diverse leadership styles fosters a more inclusive culture. It sends a powerful message that there isn't a right or wrong way to lead. It encourages individuals to embrace their unique leadership style, rather than trying to fit into a predefined mold. This can be incredibly empowering, particularly for those who may have felt their quieter, more thoughtful approach was less valued. Imagine a world where quiet determination is celebrated as much as charismatic confidence, where thoughtful deliberation holds as much weight as quick decision-making. That's the kind of world we can create when we value diverse leadership styles. But let's not forget, effective leadership isn't merely about the style you adopt. It's about authenticity. It's about understanding your unique strengths and leveraging them to influence and inspire others. It's about leading with integrity, with empathy, and with the courage to be yourself. So, to all the introverted leaders out there, Keep leading authentically and making a difference in your own unique way. Remember, leadership isn't about fitting into a certain mold. It's about leveraging your unique strengths to influence and inspire others.